Hey, well, obviously great to get a win. Really proud of our team. I thought we showed a lot of resolve throughout the game. Probably the biggest thing coming out of it that we learned about our team is we didn't flinch, went through some adversity kind of in every phase of the game and battled back, which was great to see. Far from perfect, and we had a lot of teachable moments on the tape today, which was good. And it's nice to learn those lessons when you win. Obviously, it took all three phases. We had to be complementary. The offense, the defense, and the special teams. At some point, made a play in the game that was critical, and that's what it's going to take for us. So, a lot of room to grow, and came out today and got some good work in, and corrected some things that we needed to correct, and started on Weber State.
What did you think of the punt game? You switched them early, and then kind of went.
Yeah, each guy had a role in the game, and Steven came in and when we were tight down there and kicked it. He's a right-footed guy, kicked it left-footed. I don't know if you guys knew that.
No.
Yeah, he kicked it left-footed. So he's a weapon in itself. And then Dylan did a nice job. Dylan did a really nice job and hit a couple. We covered pretty well except for the one, but it was good to see Dylan be consistent like that, and really excited for him.
Is that something you plan to do going in, or just to have the game?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's ambidextrous, it would seem.
Whatever that term is.
You guys had great buy-in already, but does it help with the players to get results this quickly to continue that buy-in?
Yeah, they've been great since we've been here. So it really, we went in expecting to play well. I think we could have played a lot better. I think they would all tell you the same. Nobody's, again, with all due respect to North Carolina, we felt like we could go in and play well and win the game. And it took, like I said, all phases. It took offense, defense, special teams, and different guys making plays for us. But I think their attitude since we've been here has been really good.
Looking back at the run game, Carter was really hurting you guys early. What did you guys change during halftime adjustments?
That was really the outside run game. We didn't do a great job in the first half setting edges of the defense, and in our style of defense, you have to set the edge. They were going to run the ball. It was a numbers game for them in terms of using the quarterback. You can see that early on in the first two drives. They're going to run the quarterback, and so they can create numbers just mathematically. When if you're playing any type of coverage and they run the quarterback, you have to do some things to try and get an extra body in there. We didn't do a great job setting the edges early in the game. We got better as it went on, but we knew, just for us, the key would be to get them behind the chains a little bit more and then get them off the field on third down. But it's a credit to them. They have a good scheme, and they do a good job with their quarterbacks and some of the run-pass option stuff. So
was Looney kind of the spy? At least it looked like that on a few of the plays on him, on their QB.
Talking about the pass game?
Yeah.
It just depended on the front game that we had called. So sometimes we were pressuring them and we'd have a certain guy who'd be responsible for the quarterback. It just depended.
This weekend's game will be your first in the Pac-12 pilot program, trying to shorten games. What are your thoughts on what the conference is trying to do there?
I think just make it more efficient for everybody. All the coaches were in favor, I know, and for the most, I shouldn't say all, but for the most part in favor of getting in and out of the locker room at halftime. So, yeah, we just got to be really efficient, getting in the locker room, doing what you need to do, and getting back out.
That was my impression, that most of it won't affect the game, except for maybe the halftime being shorter.
Yeah.
What do you guys need to do to with 5 less minutes there?
Just be organized going in, knowing what you're going to hit, and be really efficient with your time once you get in there, and talk to the guys. It's really just organizational. Yeah.
Your offense was pretty well balanced. Is that what you wanted to do going in?
Right. We're always going to aim to be balanced offensively, running and throwing, and some games may tilt one way or the other, but it was nice to have that. We were, there's certain things in the run game that we need to do better, but there was times we were effective and efficient running the ball. Same thing in the pass game. You're going to look at when we watch the tape, there was some really good execution at a number of spots, and then there's some plays that we left out there, but that's how it goes. We just got to learn and grow from it. We got to be better next week.
What do you think of the offensive line?
That they've gotten better. And they'll get better this week and next week and the following week. That's the whole goal. All those guys just battled, and I thought in the run game, we can do a little bit better job creating some movement on our double teams and things like that. In the pass game, they did a nice job picking up some of the movement that those guys were giving us. So, again, every position can improve like those guys can, but overall just pleased with how they fought and battled throughout the game.
There's a lot of different guys and different combinations in there. You pretty much stay with them.
Yeah, it was not as much substitution in there. Yeah.
What did you think of what Weaver was doing when you had to kind of put him there at middle linebacker? I think the first game he's played at middle linebacker
Yeah,
since
he
high
did a good
school.
job. He's instinctive and he's a good tackler. He can finish plays. So we planned on playing him. It wasn't anything that Ray, or Jordan obviously going down, but we planned on playing Evan in the game. So did a good job.
And with that, the other middle linebacker, Devontae, we talked about him to death here, but what did he really excel at on Saturday?
Just in on a lot of plays. I think you guys saw he had 13, was in on 13 tackles, caused the fumble, had the interception, played really well, ran to the ball well, and finished, which was great to see. So, he wasn't perfect, but it was really nice to see him be so productive.
And Cam Bynum, a guy who didn't play at all last year, was big on the. I think he was two of the first 3 big plays on defense were him. What can you say about his play?
Yeah, Cam did a really nice job. He did. I mean, since we've been here in spring and fall, we thought a lot of Cam, and he's a young player who's going to get a ton better. But again, I think he just, his mentality throughout the game was really, really good and solid. It wasn't too big for him by any means. Real calm and collected out there and played well.
What did you think of the game Vic Gordon had?
Vic did a great job. It was obviously made some huge plays for us in the pass game, and he's a tough guy. He battles, and it was some huge catches and catch and runs, and it was great to have Vic out there. And I know there's some other guys. That's a nice thing about the receiving corps. There's some different guys that can do some different things, and really proud of Vic for how he competed and made some of those plays for us. We needed him.
Do you get a sense that Ross taking those 2 hits when he was delivering what wound up being 2 of the big plays, one to Wharton and the other and the other one to Laird, that him taking those hits and standing in and delivering, is there an appreciation for it on the sideline? Like, well, okay, he's taking a hit for us.
Yeah, I think Ross is that kind of guy. He's a competitor. I mean, if you look at the big series right before the half, when he got hit on the targeting and took a shot from a big guy, and then came back the next play and threw the ball to Vic, and he got hit again. He had to step into this.
He had 2 guys coming at him.
And Ross is a tough guy, and he's not afraid to step up and throw the ball, and he's got that about him. So I guess it wasn't surprising, but obviously it was great to see.
Have you had a chance to look at Weaver yet? What are your early impressions?
Really well coached team. Jay Hill does a really nice job. He was at Utah for a long time. Have a lot of respect for him. Offensively, they're a multiple team. They'll be in some bigger personnel groups. They got a really good tight end. They run the ball. They get 21, 12, 13, 22, which are bigger personnel groups. Their leading rusher is back. On defense, they're a kind of in-your-face team. They play a lot of bump press coverage, man-to-man. They play very aggressive in the run game in terms of numbers in the box. Play a lot of post safety, which means they're going to put a lot of guys on the line of scrimmage, and they play really aggressive. So they're going to be well coached. They're really tough. They got some really good players, and so it'll be a challenge for us again.
You mentioned the tight end there. What stands out about Moeller?
Yeah, I mean, he was their leading receiver a year ago, and back again. He's a big target. He can catch the ball. He's good at the point of attack. He's just a really good tight end. So he does a lot of things well.
Is that something that goes to one of your outside linebackers' responsibility, or is that
It just kind of depends on it depends on the call. There's time. It really depends on front and coverage. So yeah, you can change.
Right.